starting up the Murcielago for the first time in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a crazy video that I honestly didn't see coming, but the stars aligned and we just bought another Lamborghini Murcielago.
Yeah, so you might have seen on our Instagram story, Jeffrey sent me off on my way to California to pick up this wrecked Murcielago, and I bought a trailer out there. I made it all happen and came back less than like 12 hours later and with a awesome Mercy.
So I'll put up some pictures now so that you guys can see what we saw while bidding on this car at auction, sight unseen. I first saw the car a few weeks ago when it was initially listed on Copart, but honestly I didn't think we would win it because there was so little damage. The wheel was a little tweaked. Like, that's it. Why was this thing totaled and sent to auction? So I thought for sure there'd be like a ton of other bidders on it, but get this, we were only bidding against one other person from like Florida, and ultimately we were top bidder and we won this thing.
Yeah, so I first saw the car when I showed up there, but that little tweak to the wheel caused for massive headaches. Not only, you know, the car being like too wide for the trailer, that complicated things also, but also I could not winch it up onto the trailer because of that tweaked wheel. I had a whole ordeal picking that car up, but I'm very glad to report that it made it here safely. I dropped it off at like 4 in the morning at Corey's place, Corsa Motorsports here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Sounds like he got it back off the trailer successfully and already is ready to get started on it.
Yeah, he just sent us a text 20 minutes ago saying, guys, come over. I got the car off the trailer. Let's look into this thing, see exactly what it needs and what parts you're gonna need for us to rebuild this thing. And get this, here's the kicker. When we determine what parts we do need, most likely our friend Mark over at AZ Cycle Parts will have the parts because he just bought a totaled Murcielago first gen, and of course he parted that car out, and guess what, it has a perfect rear end, so the suspension, all the stuff is intact there. So most likely by the end of this video or possibly next video, we can have this thing driving on the road and the rebuild done. But we better not talk too soon because as you guys know,
yep,
you know, you always find things, especially on a first gen Murcielago, single clutch E-gear. What if the clutch is like super worn? What if it runs weird? You haven't even heard it run.
Nope.
Great. Let's go meet up with Corey, get this thing up in the air, and take off the wheel for the first time to inspect all the lovely carnage on this Murcielago. Let's go. Okay, Corey says the Murcielago is in the back. This is especially exciting for me because I have yet to see the car. Christian's the only one who has seen it in person.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like it, but what I also like, check out this brand new trailer. More on this Futura, lay on the ground later.
But look at that, no way, there she is, introducing to the channel our new 2006 Lamborghini Murcielago. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The latest addition to the JR Garage, the Lamborghini Murcielago number 2. Finally, you know what? Christian and I said to ourselves, you know, this coupe, the gated 6-speed that we have, we're bumping our heads. It's uncomfortable to drive. You know how we could solve that problem? If we went out and bought a Roadster. So that's what we did here. Now our heads can just sit nicely out the top and it's a perfect fit for us being really, really tall. But obviously you guys want to see the damage. You want to get the up close look at it. So yeah, that's it. Does anything look wrong from this angle? Hardly. Should be nice and tight, right? Oops. Something's not right. Okay, so obviously that's the suspension damage that we were talking about. So of course we got to get this wheel off first before we can see what's damaged behind it.
So yeah, there's a lot of components back there. You've got control arms, probably 2 of them. Your whole hub knuckle assembly, that's what was busted on our Lamborghini Gallardo. And you've got
the 2 struts.
2 struts, and then probably like some alignment adjustments, like some toe adjustments.
And then the sway bar, I mean, brake components. You got the expensive rotor and caliper right there. We hope that's in good shape. The inside of the barrel of the wheel, I can already see has some scrapes in it, which we could live with because the outside looks really good. Yeah, axles, so many different components that could be wrong. So fingers crossed, very few of them are wrong.
I removed the rear grille halfway between California and Arizona because realized it was only held on by a screw or two, so I didn't want that disappearing. So that's safe and sound in the
actually,
cabin.
yeah, right here. Yeah, if this fell off on the highway, this would probably be $1,000, so didn't want that to go flying off. And then obviously beyond the suspension damage, you know what, how did he even do this damage? Normally when there's suspension damage, you have a huge chunk out of the wheel indicating they slammed up against the curb, but the outside is perfect.
That's a really good point.
How did they do the damage?
This is actually very reassuring that he didn't slam up to a curb and mess anything up with the axle into the transmission differential.
How did he hit a pothole? Like the biggest pothole known to mankind? And obviously, this wheel hit all the way up here, or something hit.
But not the outside.
Yeah, okay, so maybe, did a car hit him right here and also hit the tire but not the wheel?
That is so weird.
Right, guys? Comment down below if you know how this damage happened.
Hit a pothole, that caused major wheel issues, caused him to lose a little bit of control, but not too much, to where he just hit up against something.
Oh, okay, maybe.
But the damage was internal to begin with. This is where it started.
If you are the previous owner, hit us up and let us know what happened. Or if you know the previous owner, somehow get us in touch. It would be great. So aside from the suspension stuff we'll have to address, unfortunately, he got a hold of this quarter. It's cool carbon fiber, but unfortunately, that's really expensive to fix. So we will have to do a little bit of bodywork, repair work there. So Kaizen Collision, hi, hello. We might need your help on this one. Luckily, it's very minimal. I think just a quick little repair and repainting of this area. We'll be back in business. Obviously, we can drive like this. It just doesn't look pretty.
You sure this is carbon fiber underneath? It looks white.
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird. Why is there white below our blue paint, Christian? Well, if you guys couldn't tell already, this is definitely not a Lamborghini color. This is a wrap. It's what we believe is a satin chrome blue. Honestly, in person, it is really, really cool. In the pictures, I was like, oh, this is horrendous. We're removing it right away. But in the light, in person, and keep in mind, it's completely dirty and it needs to be washed, but it actually is really cool. It reminds us of our first Lamborghini Gallardo that we did a satin chrome red wrap on, and that looked so cool. So this being satin chrome blue, it honestly looks really good. So comment down below, keep the wrap or unwrap it. And if you're wondering what color it is below, it is one of my favorite Lamborghini colors ever. The beautiful triple coat pearl balloon white, which is honestly such a gorgeous color. Can you guys see this? I'm gonna go ahead and throw up some pictures. I found this car previously for sale at like Chicago Motor Cars or something like that, like a few years ago, and it was unwrapped at that point. So I'll put the pictures up here. Look how incredible this car looks, all balloon white with these beautiful black LP640 wheels. This spec is beautiful. So that's why I'm kind of leaning toward unwrapping it. But somebody spent like probably $5,000 wrapping this thing, so should we keep it or unwrap it, guys? Comment down below. I do love the look of these wheels. They're in really, really good condition. No curb rash on any of them. And I love the brakes because with this car being a 2005 plus car, it has bigger 8-piston front calipers. On the 02, 03, and 04 cars, I think they had like 4 or maybe 6-piston brakes, and honestly, they are not the best. These are a major upgrade, huge rotors. These aren't the carbon ceramic brakes. That was like a whatever $15,000 option. This car doesn't have them, but at least these feel really good. There's no lip, they look fairly new, and we got plenty of brake pad left. Here's the heart of the beast, 6.2 liter V12. You guys know this engine well because it's the same exact one in our 2003 6-speed coupe. The yellow car makes whatever it is, 580 horsepower.
Our coupe doesn't have this whole cage around it, does it?
Yeah, no, it does not. So this is like some support carbon fiber, I don't know.
For the Roadsters or for the 05 plus cars?
Just Roadsters, I think. Must be some like extra structural components because it doesn't have the roof. Now, moving on to the interior, I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but this car does not have a 6-speed manual transmission right here. It has the E-gear. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that was a $10,000 option.
Yeah, guys, this was a $10,000 option. It should be an upgrade, right? This should be worth more than the manual. Somebody paid a lot of money for this car. Yeah, no, the E-gear, nobody likes the E-gear. The E-gear is definitely not our first choice, but we've had single clutch e-gears before in the Gallardos. Like, it's fine if you know how to drive it.
Definitely, those shifts will hit you hard.
Yeah, I am looking forward to a full throttle e-gear shift. I mean, they whip you. It's part of the experience. That's the best way to describe it. It comes with this era of supercars. All cars are in this era, par for the course, you know? And it is expensive to maintain when it breaks or when you need a clutch job, which we're gonna have to do a snap reading with Corey here. I think Corey will be out in a minute to get that wheel off and to begin some work on this with us. But if he does a reading and it has low clutch life left, I will cry. To do the clutch job on this car, it is an engine out service, and it probably costs $10,000 to do the job, so we really hope the clutch is in good shape. We're about to find out. Or heck, if we do need a clutch job, at that point, maybe we'll just do a 6-speed conversion. What do you guys think? Okay, here's the man himself. Corey, how you doing? Thanks for letting us drop by and getting this thing off the trailer. That was a pain.
That was a mission on its own.
Uh-huh. Whoa, we got a chain hanging down. What the? That comes free of charge with the car?
Yeah.
Okay, Christian, first time looking up under here. Well, for starters, struts and springs, those look good.
I like these attachment points here not being pulled out or bent, because that would be a problem.
Okay, first glance looking good, but let's get the wheel off to really determine what we're working with.
How about the exhaust?
I think those are the stock tips. Let's look up under it. Oh, we do have an exhaust of some sort.
It looks like a Tubi.
Tubi, we got some shiny metal up there. Ooh, that's a nice little bonus. I thought it was stock because the tips are, I think, stock. Oh, there's the wheel. Look at that, 13-inch rim, I think. Oh man, okay, here we go, moment of truth. What do you think? That doesn't look bad.
This is why they put the chain on. Basically, if you kind of bring the camera underneath the car, you can see that the hub is cracked.
Oh, shoot.
So
That's exactly where it was cracked on our Gallardo, I think. It was really similar damage.
That's gnarly. What's it made out of?
you know, it's just cast, you know, that's pretty much why, you know, why it snapped like that, and so they don't bend. You know, definitely took an impact. Good idea, obviously, to replace the lower upper control arms. Upper control arms a little tweaked up here. It's got a little bend in it.
Yep.
And then the big bolt going through the lower control arm is probably bent also. At least it was on our Gallardo.
It could be until I pull it off, you know, I won't know.
But that's not the end of the world.
It's not, no, it's not terrible.
Yeah, Mark should have these parts too. I checked his eBay store briefly, and he has really any component in the rear left that we could possibly need. So he definitely has this part. I'll be going over there in just a minute to go grab those parts. Anything else? The rotor, that's good.
Yeah, rotor looks good. Caliper didn't get touched.
So what's the course of action to get all that off?
Basically, we're gonna pull the axle out, pull the upper lower control arms, pull the whole hub off as an assembly, and then brakes come off, obviously, and just replace everything that you get from Mark and get it aligned, and go drive it and see what happens from there.
Wow, this could be like the quickest rebuild we've ever done.
Yeah.
Literally like one part. And under here, the rest of the car looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't see any oil leaks. 820 on the oil filters, probably last oil change.
Yeah.
Some sort of exhaust. We'll have
I'll find out what exhaust it is for you.
Yeah. I like shiny metal. It does look good, but it doesn't look like it crosses over. So I don't know if it has an X pipe on it, which really unlocks the high pitched scream. So we'll see if we leave it like this for long, but let's focus on getting it running and driving first. I haven't even heard it. That battery's dead, so not much we can do there. Okay. We have life. 19,028 miles for any of you guys wondering. Starting up the Murcielago for the first time in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Nice. Good oil pressure, no warning lights except for the door. Close that. There we go. And then just the front end lift is up. And it thinks it's the year 2000. I don't know what it's thinking, but no warning lights. That's great. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so crazy to have the engine right behind you. Now let's hear what a V12 with a real exhaust sounds like. Ah! Oh my gosh! Okay, Christian, you stay here with Corey, get all this torn down, and I'll head over to Mark, AZ Cycle Parts, grab the, okay, let me make sure I get this right. The hub, upper control arm, lower control arm. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, teleport to AZ Cycle Parts in 3, 2, 1. Boom, and just like that, we made it to AZ Cycle Parts down here in Phoenix, and hopefully they should have the parts we need for this Murcielago rebuild. So let's go meet up with Mark, head to the back, and grab these parts. Hello, there he is. Good to see you again. Okay.
Some Mercy parts.
Yes, and I've heard you have a Murcielago that you just parted out.
We do.
Okay, so you got a bunch of parts. Excellent, just what I needed. The new space. How many parts you got now?
11,000 at the moment.
11,000. All right, no big deal. 11,000 things to keep track of. I'm already seeing some Lamborghini parts. Is that, what is this? Twin turbo kit? Wait, what is this?
Yeah, twin turbo kit.
Off
For
the
Huracan.
Huracan. That yellow one you bought?
Yeah, Dallas Performance Stage 3.
What horsepower did that make before it hit the tree?
That one was like 1450. So here's the Murcielago, what's left of it.
Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, look at this. These are the original headers. There's a lot of valuable platinum in these catalytic converters, but we need that hub. I saw you have it. Oh, perfect. Look at this. Anna has the control arm still on it. Yep. Exactly what we need. Okay, how do you know this is for the left side? Is it, you already got it marked? Oh, perfect.
Left rear.
Yep, left rear. That is exactly what I need.
The back of this car that we did was like pretty much flawless. So the guy drove it up one of those cables to a telephone pole, like, you know,
what?
the guide cables.
How'd you find that video or picture?
The guy that crashed it sent me a video.
What? Oh my goodness. Okay, so the front end was really messed up, but the rear end was pretty good.
Front, even with all that damage on it, the car still started up and ran.
Oh yeah, yeah, you did have the engine. Is it still here or did you sell it?
It's here, over there somewhere.
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 One of these engines. You got dozens up on the shelf. So that's good that you got a lot of salvageable parts off of it. Hopefully we didn't miss anything, but in case we did, I'll be back down here to grab those parts. But I think everything else is in good shape. We really dodged a bullet on this one. So man, good thing you're local. This makes it so easy, but have no fear, guys. If you're not local and you see any of these parts on the eBay store, AZ Cycle Parts, then of course they just ship them out to you anywhere in the world, really, right?
Anywhere in the world.
Have you shipped anything to any weird exotic locations?
Back in the day when we did tons and tons of motorcycles, which we still do some here and there, but we shipped a motorcycle part for a crotch rocket to the island of Tonga.
That is very bizarre and exotic.
We can pretty much ship anywhere.
Would you look at that, guys? I found the Murcielago engine. Well, hopefully I will never ever need to buy this from you. That would be a bad day if I needed an engine. Sweet. All right, back to Corsa. Well, guys, we got the part picked up from Mark over at AZ Cycle Parts, but I caught some traffic on the way back, so it took me like 45 minutes to get back. It's already closing in on 5 o'clock, so we're not gonna be able to finish the car today, so we will pick it up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., which will be in next video, so you're not gonna wanna miss that because hopefully, it'll be a quick, easy rebuild and then an immediate first drive after that. So subscribe to the channel so that you can catch that video hopefully in a few days when I post it. What do you guys think? If you were in our shoes, would you have bought this car from salvage auction? It's crazy, absolutely crazy, that this car can get totaled out by an insurance company, sent to auction because of a hub knuckle and upper control arm and a little damage to the quarter panel.
Why?
Like, how does that make sense? That cannot possibly equate to enough money to total out a car. Crazy, but those are the kind of deals we look for on Copart. We really like those quick, simple fixes so that we can get enjoying the cars right away. Of course, Copart has some cars that are, you know, crunched up pretty good. You can get them for a lot cheaper. It's just they take a lot more time, effort, and money to rebuild. So if we had more time in the day and we could learn more about body work and painting cars and doing hardcore mechanical work, like, okay, we'd love to, but it's just where we're at situation in life. You know, we have to work with these great shops like Corey at Corsa or Kyle at Highline and have them get on board and, you know, help with these rebuilds and really knock them out way quicker than we'd be able to do by ourselves. So really excited to get this one back on the road. Stay tuned for the next video. Ooh, I can't wait to have another Murcielago in the garage. Just look at this thing. We can have the best of both worlds. Automatic, manual, convertible, coupe. But one thing is for sure, nobody does pearl paints like Lamborghini. All the pearl colors, Lamborghini green, yellow, orange, the purple, they are the most beautiful colors ever put on supercars. And now we get to add white to the collection. Ooh, I am so excited for that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Comment your thoughts on it down below and we will see you guys in the next one.
Say that it feels right.